Hey, what's up guys, it's Kazooie here, and welcome to the first episode of the FIFA 19 Hybrid Skill Squad series on my channel. It is a series I've done in the past for a couple of years. I didn't really do it that much last year during FIFA 18 as I didn't really like the game, but for FIFA 19 it will be back in full swing. And I'm really excited to get things started off. So if you're excited as well, drop a like on the video. It would be very much appreciated. Subscribe if you haven't already. And also make sure to hit the notification bell so you don't miss a single upload. So we're going to be starting things off with the 4-3-3 attacking formation. And we start off in goal here with the Swiss goalkeeper from Borussia Dortmund, Roman Bürki. Very solid goalkeeper, some great stats as well. And the reason why I went with him is because he has some really nice links, especially that hyperlink he has with his defender. Manuel Akanji was a player from FC Basel last year, and you can see from his stats that he has the perfect stats for a very good starter center back. And this guy actually managed to grab himself a plus 24 pace upgrade, which is ridiculous. So definitely pick this guy up. He was very good for me when I played some games with this team. Then onto the right back, you have two options. You have Toljan and Hakimi. I went with a more pacey option, but yeah, both will do fine, I think. Doesn't really matter much which you choose. Toljan though, 91 pace, 71 dribbling, 67 defending, and 69 physical, which is not too bad. He's 6 foot as well. And he did a great job for me. Definitely a player you could pick up at the start of FIFA 19. Now moving on to the other centre back, we have probably one of the biggest talents right now in the world, which is Matthijs de Ligt, captain of Ajax at the age of 19. He actually just turned 19, which is unreal. If you look at his stats as well, 80 rated, 68 pace with 80 defending and 82 physical. I can see this guy getting a lot of informs this year, since he's seriously one of the best centre backs we've had in a while as our nation, and he's probably the best center back in the league. Moving on to the left back, you can either go with Tagliafico or Hops from Feyenoord. It doesn't matter much in terms of chemistry. I went with Tagliafico though. He's also the new captain of Argentina, in case you didn't know, as I think Messi retired from playing national football. But Tagliafico, left back, I've been using for a lot of years. Back when he played in Argentina, he was a great left back for me. Now plays in the Eredivisie, as you know, played very well. Then we have another Dutch talent, one of the biggest talents too, Frankie de Jong from Ajax. Great stats as well on him, 84 dribbling, and he managed to get himself 4-star skill moves as well, which is very nice to see, and also one of the reasons why I wanted to test him out in this squad. I was thinking of maybe going with Hakim Ziyech or with de Jong, but I decided to go with de Jong since he has a bit more defending than Ziyech is, and Ziyech is usually more like of a center attacking mid rather than just a center mid. Next up we have Giovanni Dos Santos, 77 rated this year. By default he is a center forward, but I converted him to a cam, and you can see that I managed to score 0 goals with him actually, but I still did play a couple games after I actually recorded the whole squad. I think I played like 12 or something, or 13, yeah, 84 pace, 81 dribbling, 74 shooting, 74 passing as well. Looks like a great cam, and he played decent for me. Although didn't score any goals, he still did a great job, and was noticeable at times. Next up, we have the other center mid, more the defensive kind of midfielder. We have Hector Herrera from FC Porto. Non-rare. This is also, I think, the first look for you guys looking at a non-rare item. Let me know your thoughts about it as well in the comment section down below. Had some discussions with people on Twitter yesterday, where people were saying that the rare card looks a lot like a non-rare, and I told them that they had to wait and see how the non-rare item actually looks this year, and then actually compare them and see how they both like are similar to each other. But yeah, to me, the rare design, especially now if you like see them both on screen, looks fine to me, and I'm actually a bit of a fan of it, to be honest. It's growing on me. But Herrera, decent player. He was only in the squad for this guy, Jesus Corona, a new 5-star skiller this year, who also has 5-star weak foot, 83 pace, 88 dribbling, 72 shooting, and 74 passing. And he was a really fun player to use actually. Despite him having not like the perfect stats, having 5-star skill moves and 5-star weak foot is just yeah, a complete plus for me. You can see it with the goal here with the Corona. He is right-footed by default, and you can see from the short skill run I actually had with him, and you can actually notice too that he does have a game face now. I'm not too sure if that's new for 19, but yeah, I finished off that skill run with his weaker foot. I'm not gonna say that like just a normal shot with his left foot shows that 5-star weak foot is like a big thing, but because I've scored many goals with players which have like 3 or 2-star weak foot, and yeah, still scored with their weaker foot basically. But for players like Corona and also Neymar and stuff, who all have 5-star weak foot, is just a big plus, especially if you are like a winger, because then you can easily just cut in on both feet, which is pretty awesome. In terms of dribbling, he was very good as well. I loved skill runs with him. Sometimes I just had to just cross it in or pass it off to someone else, as I feel that he's not the strongest on the ball. He's not like the tallest either, and sometimes you just are in situations where you can only just pass the ball off, otherwise the whole skill run will be wasted. So yeah, had some situations where I had to do that, but most of the runs I managed to get a shot in with himself, but only scored I think 2 goals with him, which isn't the best, but all I was trying to do really was just score skill runs, and unfortunately only 2 of them went in. And yeah, hopefully when the game drops, I get to score more goals with him, because I'll definitely use him again. Next up, we have the main player of the team, which is Zlatan Ibrahimovic. This was the player I built this whole team around, and the one I was looking forward to the most. You can see in 9 games I scored 5 goals, and I think I managed to score like 7 or something in total. But yeah, in terms of stats, 59 pace, it's fair. 86 shooting is amazing still. But at 79 dribbling and yeah, that physical he has and passing, I feel it still needs to be higher, but that's just me. You can let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Ibra felt great in game. Dribbling, like, I didn't notice at all that his dribbling was lower than it used to be. And yeah, couldn't really complain about that. The one thing I was complaining about though, which is weird because it's his best stat on his card, is his shooting. You can see a couple examples where I took a shot with Ibrahimovic where it looked like a weak finesse shot, but all I did was just press the B button or the circle button on PlayStation and just go for a power shot, but it didn't work. You all know that the shooting in FIFA 19 is changed because of timed finishing, but I actually turned it off for the whole of the capture event, and I sometimes had really problems with it when I went on one-on-one, so it's either something I still need to get used to with the game, or here another example, or I don't know, I need to maybe like look up some tutorials maybe from Dirty Mike, who I was actually sitting next to for the whole of the capture event. So yeah, it's something that I just noticed when I was playing, especially with Ibrahimovic. This was also the first team I used at the capture event, so it was also for me like yeah, kind of getting used to the game too. I also managed to pack Ibrahimovic. Thought I would show it to you guys, since I don't think that most of you guys have seen the new pack animation. If you did, if you played the beta, then you've probably seen it. But what they have changed compared to the beta is that they removed FIFA Ultimate Team in the background, which is nice because I absolutely hated the look of it. And yeah, this is the screen you now have when you press start or press X. When you basically move on from the pack you just opened. Then we move to the final player of this squad, which is Sam Larsson, and he's a 5-star skiller too in FIFA 19. One that I really want to have 5-star skill moves, since he's known as Samba Sam in Holland, as like he does a lot of skills, which obviously is like why they call him Samba Sam. But yeah, very happy that he has 5-star skill moves in the game. Another player from the Eredivisie. Another player which also is from Sweden and is easy to link up with Ibrahimovic as well, which is great. So definitely a player I will be using again this year. Scored a couple goals with him, and if you look at his stats, they aren't the best, but he's just a very good player you could use at the beginning to make like a starter skill squad or something. This could have been a really nice skill goal, but I think I was playing Lasty at the time, but he freaking cleared the ball off the line with Luke Shaw. You can see the instant replay right there. Was a shame that didn't go in. But yeah, Larsson, great player like I've said before. Definitely use him for a starter team, either with Ibrahimovic, although Ibrahimovic could be expensive at the beginning, or make like a Eredivisie team. If you're Dutch, he will definitely be a player to look out for, and if you're a Feyenoord fan as well, obviously. But in terms of the squad, it did play well. In terms of defense, it also played very well. I actually did start off with Courtois, Sergio Ramos and Carvajal as my goalkeeper, center back and right back, but like throughout the games I played, I decided to change it because I wanted to have like more cheaper versions of the defenders basically, so you could actually say that this is a starter team as well. But it's maybe a bit difficult with Ibrahimovic up front since he's 85 rated, but I'm not too sure what his price will be at the beginning of FIFA. But anyway, guys, I still really hope you enjoyed this first squad builder for FIFA 19. If you of course did, let me know in the comments down below, and also make sure to leave a like on the video, would be appreciated. Don't forget to subscribe as well and hit the notification bell so you don't miss a single upload. And that's really where I'm going to be ending off this video. I'd like to thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.